Last year, almost 29 million secret keys got accidentally posted to public GitHub. 29 million in 1 year. That's the biggest jump anyone's ever recorded. And here's the part that should make you sit up. If you're using AI to write your code, you are roughly twice as likely to be one of them. Let me show you exactly how this happens, how fast it goes wrong, and if you're watching this because you already did and you're quietly panicking, what actually to do in order right now. So here's a mistake, and it's so common it's basically a rite of passage. You're building something, you need to plug in a key, Stripe, OpenAI, your database password, whatever, and instead of tucking it into an environment file, you paste it straight into your code, just for a sec, just to check if it works. You always say you're gonna move it later, and then you don't. You get distracted, you fix something else, and on pure muscle memory, you commit, you push. That key you swore you'd never move is now out in the open, welded to your code on the internet. And this is where I need to explain something that genuinely surprises people. The bad guys are not slowly browsing GitHub hoping to stumble on your keys. There's an automated machine watching GitHub's live feed, every public push from everyone. The instant it happens, it grabs the fresh keys the second they appear. The window between I pushed and someone spending my money isn't days, it's minutes, sometimes seconds. By the time you've noticed, they've already had it for a while. And why is this suddenly worse than it used to be? One word, AI. Or if you want a trendy word for it, vibe coding. When you're building fast, describing what you want and letting the AI spit out working code, you're not reading every line. And the AI, bless it, will absolutely paste a secret right into the source because it's optimizing the app runs, not the app is safe. That's not a guess. The data says AI-assisted commits leak secrets at about double the amount of the human rate. Faster building, more mistakes, fewer eyes. It's a perfect little machine for leaking keys. Now, quick gut check, because not every key is a 5-alarm fire. There are two kinds. Some keys are meant to be public. A Google Maps key, a publishable analytics token, anything explicitly marked for the browser. Those in the open, not great, but not a crisis either. The ones that ruin your week are the secret keys, the Stripe secret keys, AWS credentials, the database connection strings, the ones that move money or open the whole vault. If one of those leaked, that's the one you sprint for. Here's the part almost everyone gets wrong. You notice the leak, your stomach drops, and you do the obvious thing. Delete the line, commit, push, fixed, right? No. And this is the single most important thing in this whole video. Git does not forget, ever. Every version of every file you've ever committed is preserved in the history, permanently. Deleting the line just crosses it out in pen. The words still right there on the page, one scroll back for anyone to look. So I remove the key and the key is gone are two completely different sentences. The bots that grabbed it in the first 30 seconds, they don't care about what you did in the latest commit. They already left with it. And these things don't just get grabbed and forgotten, they linger. There was a case where two national sports organizations left their cloud keys sitting exposed for over 700 days. 2 years. And they're not unusual. Most leaked keys just never get dealt with. As of the start of this year, well over half of known leaked credentials were still live, still unrevoked, still working. People find out, panic, delete the line and think it's handled. But it's not handled. Okay, enough doom. Let's talk about actually beating this. And the good news is the defense is solid once you understand one thing nobody explained clearly. There are exactly two places you can deal with a secret, and they do completely different jobs. The first place is your own machine, before the code ever leaves. It's called pre-commit hook. Think of it like a little bouncer standing at your own front door, checking every commit on the way out, and if it spots something that smells like a secret, it slams the door. Commit blocked. There's a free popular tool called GitLeaks that does exactly this, and this is the only spot in the entire chain where you can genuinely prevent a leak, where the key truly never leaves your laptop. That's the real prevention. One catch though, and it's a real one. The bouncer only lives on your machine, and it's skippable. There's literally a flag that says skip the checks, just push, which you will use someday when you're tired and you just want it to go. So it's great, but you can't bet everything on it. Which brings us to the second place, something watching the repo itself, checking every push after it lands. And I have to be straight with you here, because this is exactly where people get sold a fantasy. A scanner watching your repo cannot unpush a commit. It cannot reach back in time and stop the code from reaching GitHub. No tool can. No GitHub app has that power there to make a full stop. So if you ever see a product promising it'll block secrets from ever reaching GitHub from the cloud, be suspicious, because that's not how the plumbing works. What it actually does is catch the leak within seconds of it landing and immediately set off the alarm, so you can rotate the key before the bots cash in. It's like the motion sensors on the lawn. It doesn't stop the thing getting outside. It tells you it got outside fast enough that you can still save yourself, and fast enough to rotate is the entire game. The second layer is the slice we actually worked on. We built a tool called guard layer, and that's its job. It sits on your repo, reads every push, and flags a hard-coded key the second it lands, with the right fix right there. I'm not going to tell you it stops the push, because it can't, and neither can anything else. What it does is make sure you know immediately, instead of finding out from your bank 3 days later. So, bouncer at your door, sensor on the lawn, use both. Now, the part some of you have been waiting for. What if you've already done this? Keys already out there. Okay, breathe. Here's the order, and the order matters more than anything. Step 1. Rotate the key right now. Before you clean up anything, go to wherever that key came from, kill it, and generate a new one. A dead key is worthless to whoever grabbed it, so this one step diffuses the actual bomb. Do not start with cleaning your Git history. That's backwards. Step 2. Put the new key where it belongs, in an environment file that never gets committed. Read on the server only. Step 3. Now scrub the old key out of your GitHub history properly with a tool made for it, so it's gone from every commit and not just the latest one. And even after all that, treat the old key as burned forever. The cleanup is hygiene. The rotate is the save. Quick recap, because that was a lot. 1. Almost 29 million secrets hit public GitHub last year, and AI coding roughly doubles your odds. 2. If you paste a secret into your code and push it public, bots can grab it within minutes, sometimes even seconds. 3. Deleting the line does not fix it, because Git keeps everything forever. 4. You can only truly block a leak with a local hook on your machine. Everything server side can only catch it fast, not prevent it. And 5. If it already leaked, rotate the key first, clean up second, and never trust that key again. So here's your homework. If you've never set up a local key, do it tonight. It's free and takes 10 minutes. And the next time you're moving fast and think, I'll just paste this key in for a second. That's the exact key that ends up funding a stranger's crypto rig while you sleep. Move it now. Future you will be extremely grateful. Links below.